Hey,
Hi.
what's going on?
How's it going, Kansas City?
Thank you for hanging out with us here. This is The Pitch presents the Brittany and Patrick Show. We are Brittany and Patrick.
I'm Patrick.
I'm Brittany. It is great to be here. Thank you for having us in your homes. If you're watching on TV or maybe you're listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, maybe something else
On the
weird.
toilet, I don't know. In
Wherever.
your car.
The shower.
I have to be like in my car for 20 minutes, just sitting there hitting my pin prior to any social engagement. So
Do you do that like leaving or when you get home or both, or it depends?
Yeah, definitely whenever I get into like my driveway, especially if my boyfriend isn't home yet, like he's usually like around the corner, just so I'll like wait for him.
Oh, that's nice. That's very sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
It is.
Aren't you guys cute?
We are.
Well, speaking of cute, I think that we should talk about that cutie Vin Diesel.
That cutie patootie Vin Diesel.
Cutie patootie. Because the new Fast and the Furious trailer came out. I think it's the second one for the Fast and the Furious 10, which is actually going to be part one. It's supposed to be the last one, but they're making it two parts, like Twilight and Harry Potter, where it's going to be, this is Fast 10, but Fast 10 Part 2 is also coming.
Okay.
Or Fast 11, technically.
I have lost count and
Have
a
you
little bit
seen-
interest, but this is my job, so I'm going to stick with you here.
Sure. Tell me your familiarity with the Fast and the Furious franchise.
I know that Paul Walker died.
Yes, he did.
Did he mess with little kids? Was at with minors?
I think that he had a teenage girlfriend, I think. I don't know if she was 16 when they started dating, but I think she was of age when
maybe like a minor thing.
Yeah, potentially.
I do know that like people like are really sad that they were really sad when he passed away.
Oh yeah, there's all kinds of tattoos and tributes and stuff
Yeah.
you can find on Instagram, and
Like drive through Raytown and you'll see like a million stickers on like a
they're there. And if you go through Vin Diesel's Instagram, there's a lot of just crazy Paul Walker fan art that he shares a lot of.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, very sweet.
So we're on 10 part 2.
So yeah, this is Fast and the Furious X, Fast and the Furious 10. So you've not seen any of them.
I haven't.
That's interesting.
Is it kind of like Gone in 60 Seconds?
Could be. Gone in 60 Seconds is a lot of fun.
I love Gone in 60 Seconds.
What happened with the Fast and the Furious is the first movie is about Paul Walker and Vin Diesel, and they're knocking over trucks and stealing DVD players.
Oh,
That's
a
what they're
relic
doing.
of the past.
Yeah, and it's essentially a ripoff of like Point Break, where Paul Walker's an FBI agent and Vin Diesel's in the gang, and he infiltrates the gang.
Gotcha.
And helps them steal DVD players. And then what happened is then that movie was very successful.
For sure.
Vin Diesel did not want to come back because he was like, I'm too famous to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Paul Walker came back for the second one, Too Fast, Too Furious. This movie, that's when they brought in Tyrese Gibson.
That's right.
And this was in Miami. And it was basically a movie that had just nothing to do with Fast and Furious. It was just like he's a cop in Miami now. He's undercover there. And that was that movie.
Gotcha.
And then they made the Fast and the Furious 3, which was the Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift.
With Ludacris.
No. Ludacris was not in that one. Not yet. Anyway,
Okay,
that
not
was
yet.
Bow Wow.
Bow Wow was in Tokyo
Bow Wow
Drift?
was in Tokyo Drift. Or Shade Moss.
Okay, gotcha.
I think that's his name now.
Oh, I didn't know.
He changed it. Or he's going by his government name now.
I didn't know his muggle name, yeah.
His muggle name is Shade Moss, I think. But he was like a little Bow Wow in that movie, I believe. It also had the guy from Sling Blade. Not Billy Bob Thornton, but the other one.
Shame.
And then it also had one of the older brother from Home Improvement.
What?
Yeah. And that movie's insane, but it had no one in it. Vin Diesel came back for a cameo at the end, I believe, so he could get the rights to Riddick on his own. But that movie didn't do as well, but it also, again, took place in Tokyo. And then so they were like, all right, Fast and Furious 4, band's back together.
Yes.
Things didn't work out for Vin Diesel or Paul Walker. They came back to the Fast and Furious. That was just Fast and Furious was the name of it. Came out in 2009. That was kind of a soft reboot of the franchise.
I remember that joke being all over late night, being like, what's up with his name?
Fast and Furious. And then after that came what is my favorite one, which is Fast 5.
Yes.
Which I'm not a huge Doug Benson fan, but that was his joke that I liked, that Fast 5 sounded like a quick hand job.
Nice.
Solid joke. But I love this one. This is the movie where they now decide what the franchise is going to be. They're not stealing. They are now all expert at different things. So it's like Ludacris was good with computers now all of a sudden, even though
I love a heist.
he was good with
I love a
body
heist.
shops or whatever.
Yeah.
But he's like, oh, now he's good with computers. So now they're just good at heists. They steal a safe in Rio de Janeiro and they destroy the entire city. All of Rio. All of Brazil's gone.
Aww.
They drag a safe and they destroy the entire city. An impressive action sequence. It's also when they brought in The Rock, who is the cop. And then at the end of Fast 5, he's like, you know what? Because I respect you, I'm going to give you a 24-hour head start. Even though you just destroyed all of Brazil, I'm going to let you go.
All of it?
Yeah, all of it. That's it. The Fast and the Furious 5 is incredible. Anyway, so that's what you need to know because this movie ties into...
and then there's been 5 more to get to X?
Yeah. And there have been Jason Statham and Helen Mirren and other people showing.
Statham.
That's really good.
Thank you.
So yeah, let's just play a little bit of this. I don't know. Should we be hearing it?
Oh, it might be still muted from the TV.
There we go. Oh, we're still playing the music.
Oh, that as well.
There we go.
Got it.
All right. Fast and the Furious 10 X, whatever you want to call
Part
it.
2.
Part 1.
Part 1.
But his name in the movie, Han Solo.
I love that.
Here we got Jason Momoa.
Impressive.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's just cinema.
What is Helen Mirren doing in this movie?
Vin Diesel was just like, I want her in these movies, and she's in.
Okay, so he's the villain. Gotcha. Butts.
I mean, what does that look?
His nails are painted.
He's dressed like someone's Anne in like Sedona, Arizona.
Yeah, look at his little scrunchie. He seems like the crazy eccentric that like the villain that airs on the side of Kind of Gay, like Calvin Candy and Django, and every Disney villain ever. They're just a little gay.
But like, yeah, big anti Steven Tyler vibes here. He's got these glasses.
It's giving Medea.
Yeah. I mean, then the jewelry, these accessories, the nails.
Look at the glasses chain on his head with the satin scrunchie.
Is it also connected to the necklace or are they separate? They're separate.
No, there's like a chain hanging down from the glasses. See?
Yeah.
It's like one of those things so that your glasses can hang down, so you can have them nearby.
He's got a little bow in his
when
hair.
your mom's like, "Hold on, let me get." You try to show her anything on your phone, and you're like, she's like, "Let me go get my glasses."
Yeah.
My mom's not like 95 years
she's wearing
old. She's gonna kill me.
He's not gonna lose those glasses though.
Mm-mm. Jason Statham.
And by the way, the guy whose name is Han Solo, he died in one of the movies, and then they brought him back to life. Because you can just do that in these movies. That also happened, I think, with
for Paul Walker.
Well, yeah, because he's actually. But that having been said, they did bring him back as well.
Using AI.
They used the CG. They also used his brothers, and like they did stuff with that, and yeah, so like they can kind of like superimpose him in. What is weird though is in the movies.
That gave me full body chills.
In the movies, Paul Walker's character is still alive. Like they did not kill his character.
Off.
Yeah, he just retired from the gang.
Yeah. Do you think that eventually
Vin Diesel's sister?
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jordana Brewster.
Do you think that like maybe like an Austin Butler type person could come along to be like his son that he never knew about?
That could be. Yeah.
Or was he like faithful to his wife until the end?
No, yeah. I mean, they could do something like that. They have some kid playing Vin Diesel's son right now, who they kind of leave in like a trash can for one whole movie. Not joking. They leave him in like hidden in a bin, and it's just like he'll be fine. I think his name is Brian, which is Paul Walker's character's name. They named him after him. These movies are wild.
These are okay.
And I think that they brought in. I think he's back in this one, but they tried to do something with Scott Eastwood. Okay. And they also brought in Clint Eastwood's son. But he's been some other stuff. But like Kurt Russell, they also brought in, who I think is back in this one.
I love Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell's great.
And Goldie Hawn, iconic. Anyways.
So yeah, where we got, Jason Statham, we got a gang.
Ludacris. Luda, he's in there.
John Cena.
John Cena's in there.
Fighting Charlize Theron.
How is everybody in this?
She was in a previous one. She's a bad person. I love this. I mean, Jason Momoa is just having the time of his life.
Yeah, he seems like this reckless Joker type, chaotic villain.
Yeah,
which I like. That's fun.
He has a good time. The Jason Momoa.
Did this come out or just the trailer just dropped?
The trailer just came out, so this comes out. I believe it's in May. May something.
I believe it. That's coming up right around the corner.
You know the date? No. So I'm excited to watch it. We'll see what happens. But this is because we had this clip of watching Brendan Schaub's some of his special. I wanted to watch this clip. I wanted to show you a clip.
Why are you doing this to me?
Just to like keep this pain train going.
He's so cute. Like, it's fine.
I love that you think he's cute.
He is. I think he's got like a sweet little boy face.
Yeah, he kind of does. I see that.
If he didn't have facial hair, it would be kind of sweet.
Yeah. Well, that's why. And we're going to refresh it and do this.
Perfect.
First of all, making fun of homeless already great. That's the F word. Funny because he's homeless and doesn't have shoes.
To be fair, though, I was thinking about that.
Topical.
People are actively booing him.
Yes, they don't know their audience. They had a party was like, I don't see the problem with like, you know, you're so homophobic. Oh, you're drinking Bud Light during me?
A little bit of the prop comedy there, huh?
He did that pretty well. We know my theories about this.
Well, no, that's also why I brought that up.
A wife and kid?
Yeah. Well, last time I showed you that thing, you had no idea who he was. And you're like, I think he's a closeted gay man.
He's just so theatrical. I feel like he's just very expressive and his jeans are a little...
They're tight.
In the ankles, specifically.
Yeah.
And...
not an area typically on men's jeans where it's tight.
I said he's very pretty. And I don't know.
That bottle seemed to go down his throat pretty easily. And, you may think, Brittany, you're a gay person. How do you feel about him saying the F word? Well, I believe that gay people are allowed to say the F word. So the F slur, have at it. It's fine, yeah.
Have at it, Mary.
Oh, man.
I think he might be.
You know what? The more I think about it, the more I think you're right, honestly. And I'm surprised that there aren't more theories like this on Reddit and like all that stuff because...
There's like a big Reddit thing going on.
I mean, just
should I put in my theory or will people attack me?
I think you should I think you should throw it on there because it's like, what's wild is that like that his shows and everything have all these Reddit followers, but like all they do is shit on him. And it's just like,
okay,
that's gotta be so conflicting as a performer to be like, all these people hate me, but it's also like hundreds of thousands of people that are watching and supporting your content.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just to hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does he make a lot of jokes about that he knows? Does he know?
No, he doesn't.
He just ignores it. That's probably the best thing to do for your brain, honestly.
I'm with you. I think that you should lean into it though and like have fun with it. Be self-deprecating maybe a little bit.
I mean, self-aware is obviously the number one choice, but if you're like not willing to address it,
you want to be delusional.
If you want to be delusional / closeted, then that's the thing to do.
That seems to be what he's leaning into.
I don't even have a Reddit account. Would you help me build a Reddit?
Sure, yeah.
Get an account so I can comment.
Because all I do is like lurk. I don't comment.
I don't even know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really for sure how it works.
Okay.
I think you can upvote stuff, and there's karma involved. I don't know.
Karma?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I think that's like the points that you get or the upvotes. You get more karma. I sound so old.
I don't even know how Reddit works. I've never really done Reddit before. People sometimes promote comedy shows on them, and I always get really nervous whenever I do a comedy show where
I had someone
it was promoted on Reddit. I'm like, oh my goodness, who's gonna show up?
I had someone try to promote something on like the Reddit Kansas City thread, and they got so bad because they don't want you to use it to like promote shit. But like, I think it's okay if like maybe, I don't know, you're posting a clip of like your comedy and you're like, hey, by the way, you can also go to this show. But I think if it's like an outright like advertising post, they just like yank it off. I don't know. We need to do research into Reddit. We'll do that. And then when we come back next time, we'll have a full Reddit episode.
We'll see.
We'll just Reddit pros.
Maybe I should just lurk like you do.
Just be a lurker in life in general.
Yeah.
Go out there, be a lurker.
That's what I do on Twitter, which you can follow us at.
Yeah, at Brittany and Patrick Show. Not on Twitter, but on Instagram and TikTok.
That's what I
said. We are on Twitter, I think, at BT from KC, at Patrick Moore KC. Yes. If you want to follow us on there, it's mainly just promotional and retweets on Twitter now at this point.
Yeah.
They didn't take away our check marks, but they took away everyone else's. We didn't have them, but like I'm certainly not going to pay for one.
I've heard that not having a check mark is the new blue check mark.
I think now it's cooler, yeah, because it's that exclusivity went away.
It's the de-influencing of the internet now.
Not going to pay $8 a month on Twitter, and certainly not going to pay $14 a month or $14.99 a month for Instagram.
Suck my ass.
Yeah. Go to Hellmark Zuckerberg. We'll see you next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.